I have been playing Pokemon since I was a kid, even before I learned how to read. I have so many memories with that franchise, so many that I won't be able to recount everything in a video like this, but maybe sometime in the future. I've tried to accomplish almost everything that you can do in the Pokemon franchise, from completing the Pokedex, Nuzlocke, different challenge runs, shiny hunting, the Battle Frontier, and so much more. But there was one facet of this series that I could never fully devote myself to: competitive battling. Don't get me wrong, I love competitive battling. I've been watching it off and on for a couple of years, but it has some of the most tedious conditions to get just right. Every stat, every IV, every EV, and every nature needs to be precise to make sure your team is at its best. Younger Helios took one look at what was required of them and turned right around. At the time, I couldn't justify spending so much time on breeding Pokemon, but now that has all changed. Pokemon Champions was released to the public just a couple of months ago, and holy crow, what a wild it has been. Now, all that tedium has completely vanished. You are able to completely change and alter your Pokemon stats, moves, and natures as many times as you want if you have enough of the in-game currency. I think that this competitive battle simulator is exactly the breath of fresh air that competitive battling needed to get a new player base started. I know it definitely ensnared my attention, especially because it has stopped me from working on a bigger video. But anyways, it has been a whirlwind of learning new strategies, capabilities of new Pokemon in a competitive setting, and climbing that ranked ladder. Right now, in Season 2 of Regulation MA, I'm sitting at rank 4 of Master Ball tier around 1600 ELO, and I ended Season 1 of Regulation MA around 1300. To be honest, I'm really proud of myself for getting to this rank from a relatively novice position. I mean, a novice position from like a competitor standpoint. Like I said earlier, I've watched a fair bit of VGC content and have digested it thoroughly. If you're just starting out or are interested in watching VGC content, I wholeheartedly recommend watching Cybertron VGC and Wolf Glick. These two content creators have been instrumental in helping me understand what it takes to become a better Pokemon trainer. Cybertron is an expert at team analysis and has a really fun series that showcases a bunch of teams that have shown a lot of promise in tourneys and in the ladder. I'm actually using one of the teams that he showcased a couple weeks ago, the Mega Skarmory team created by ex-user TBH7130. I'll put a link to both Cybertron's original video and the original post of the team in the description. Wolf has a lot of really cool videos that show off teams too, but also he talks about his experiences as a Pokemon champion and his tourney runs. I think one of my favorite videos of his has to be the first season of the Wolfie Draft League, because it really makes you think about the complexity of battling, especially when no one else can use the same Pokemon as you. Season 2 of the Wolfie Draft League just dropped, and I'm really excited to see where this goes and be like in the front seat to watch different people play. I am just super excited for this, because it's in Pokemon Champions. The last one was in Scarlet and Violet, which had some cool moments, but I just personally think that Terrestrialization does not even like compare to Mega Evolution, and this is going to be really fun to see what they can do with the limited roster inside Pokemon Champions as well. Back to my experience with Pokemon Champions, it's been a lot of fun using this Mega Skarmory team that I was talking about earlier. The Mega Skarmory, Whimsicott, Alolan Ninetales, Primarina, Garchomp, and Mega Charizard Y, because it contains a healthy mix of both meta Pokemon like Garchomp and Mega Charizard Y, and some off-meta Pokemon like Skarmory and Primarina. It's been a very fun team for me, especially against my opponent's heavy hitters, i.e. Mega Charizard Y, the Aerodactyls, the Sylveons, and the Mega Floettes. With a little bit of support from our friendly neighborhood Whimsicott using Tailwind, we are able to outspeed those pesky meta threats with super effective Rock Tombs and super effective Iron Heads. The team is really built around blitzing your opponents and making sure that you can actually knock them out in 1 or 2 hits, because you are practically running no bulk on these Pokemon at all. It really is like a knowledge check of the game to see how you can actually get over the hurdles like Mega Skarmory, but you're also running Psychic Primarina with the Kyogre Berry, so you're able to take a hit from a Dire Claw Sneasler really easily. You're also running Choice Scarfed Garchomp, which is a meta threat right now because it's one of the best physical attackers in the game. Sorry, I digress. I'm veering off a little bit too hard. But if you want to go check out that video, I would highly recommend it. It's one of the best teams I've used so far because I feel like I can actually understand it, and Cybertron did a great job at explaining everything there. Pokemon Champions has given the series a new lease of life with me. Competitive battling has never felt this accessible, especially to me as someone who has been interested in it for such a long time. Sure, it does have its flaws, you know, sometimes it does get a little frustrating, but that's what competitive battling is all about, taking the wins and taking the losses, and both in strides. I just wanted to make a short little video about how much I enjoyed Pokemon Champions and how much it really brought back a lot of the joy for me. So thanks for listening. I hope you all have a great day. Look out for some new videos that I'll be producing in the next couple weeks. Have a good day. Bye.